Hello, welcome to part 34. So in last video we implemented this description part. Now in this video we'll optimize on this. So if you're not interested in this, you can skip this and it won't affect your code a lot. It will affect your code, but it won't affect your future videos basically. So now I will implement rich text. So what does it mean? If we go to Airbnb, go to any property, and if we have a look at this description in show more, it has this bold characters also in between, guest access, other things to note. So we could have either created three sections like description underscore the space, description underscore other things, description underscore guest access, those kind of things, and we could have used all these three to show these details. But instead of that, what I'm thinking is we'll keep one thing only and we will use rich text, which basically means that inside this string of description, we can use HTML element and CSS classes also. Okay, so for example, let's create some text. Let's go here and copy some of it. Okay, I'm not copying all of it. Let's do this. Word to HTML. Not this one actually. There was a problem in this one. Paste and let's see how it looks. It has these classes. Why? It should not have these classes. Like, let's make all of these paragraph, and this one heading 4 and bold. I'm just playing around, nothing important. And let's see if I can. I just want to get rid of these classes, they are not important for our case. And let's get rid of this span also, that's not important too. Let's get rid of this span. It's taking some time, some extra time. So what I will do is I'll get rid of this. Okay, so we have this div, this h4, and then a paragraph. So let's copy this and go to our seeds file and create a description. Description equals to, let me check, multi-line string in Ruby. There was something known as a string, if I'm not wrong. Variable, multi-line strings in Ruby. Let's see this. Okay, you can use something like this and this will output this. Okay, so you can use anything. So for our case, I'll use descript, description, and end it with that word. And inside that I'll paste this. Let's use this again. Hopefully it works. Let's go to our description and use that. But I'll have to increase the text size also. So what else I can add? Let's add this a bit more. Instead of the space, let's write guest policy, and let's copy it from here. Entire properties, this. You can create this content on your own. I'm just trying to find an optimal balance of what example I want to cover. This is a long string, so maybe we'll just keep this. Let's see. We'll reset this database. Stop our server, clear rails db reset, and let's start our server. bin/dev, go to our website, refresh, and if you see, obviously the description is not visible, but in our multi-line string we can see div is also visible. These things are visible, right? And we don't want these HTML tags to be visible. So for that we can use something known as rich text in Rails. Let's see, action text overview, rich text, anything else? Let's see which one suits us. We can install it using this. We can import in our application.js file, and CSS file. The tricks style sheet will be included together with action text styles in your, okay, we'll see that later on. And we can make content rich text or something. Let's see some of the article. It's a video. Let's stop that, and this it. Yeah, rich text is important for blogging websites especially. Let's get rid of this. Let's try this out. Okay, so for that, let's start from top. What is rich text editor? This is content editable installation. Bin Rails action text install. Clear bin Rails action text, right? Action underscore text install. Let's see. Text, I wrote test. Clear. Wait, get status. It did change migration, so we'll have to migrate. Rails db migrate. Now clear. This is done. After the installation is complete, a Rails app would have following changes. Both tricks and this should be required in your JavaScript environment. So let's go to our code JavaScript application, and it's already part of it. This is done. The tricks style sheet will be included together with the action text styles in your application CSS file. So let's go to assets, style sheet, active text, and in this CSS. I'm not sure if it is required here only. So let's go to our import CSS application CSS file. Let's not make any change right now. We'll see if we need this. And the tricks, this creating rich text content. Add a rich text field to an existing model. Okay, so they are adding it like this. This content, generate model message, and add rich text while creating a new model. And finally this to accept this. Okay, so if you are creating a new model, we can mention it as rich text, but I want to add it to our existing model, right? So I can use has rich text. Let's go to our model property, and in that Let's go a bit alphabetical. Has rich text, description. Because we don't have content field, we have description field. Then use rich text area to refer to this field in the form model. We don't want this. This is for inputting rich text. We don't want this. We want to output it. And finally, display the sanitized rich text on the page. And then message.content. Let's try this. Bin / Rails DB reset. Clear bin / dev. Restart. What's the issue? Truncate is the issue. So let's get rid of it for now, because this is not a string anymore, so it's not easy to use truncate. Refresh. Then we have this on length also, so let's get rid of this for now. And this looks good, at least better. Let's try to inspect this and see if guest policy is heading 3, heading 4. Yeah, it is heading 4. So I'm happy actually that it looks good. Let's try it as H3 and how it will look. Or we'll see this later on, no worries. Now let's undo this code. Here I will use description. How can we use plain text? No. I think there should be something called as plain text. So if I go here, nope. Has rich text, this message content. Because I want to truncate it, I will have to find the length, and for that I think it had rich text, Rails, plain text. Not sure. Will it work? Plain text is there, 2 plain text. Okay, 2 plain text. Let's try this first. There is error in this, fine. Dot 2 plain text. It works and it does not truncate. Let's make it 100. Sorry, we haven't truncated it, right? Truncate 500. And here also, let me write it as 500. Refresh. It does truncate. It does have its own issue, but it does truncate. So what else can we do? Let's make it 5000 for now, so that we can show this entire string. And remove this. Sorry, let's remove this completely. Now I want to sort of make it a bit optimized. What I will do is I will make, instead of using heading, I will make this font medium, and I'll add a margin top. Okay, so let's try that. So for that, so basically I'll use my Tailwind CSS classes, or if you have written some custom classes, you can use that also. So I'll go to the space, I'll remove, I'll keep this, it's fine. Class font medium and margin top 2, and instead of H4, yeah, we can keep it as H4, that's fine. And similar to that, let's use guest policy also. And anything else? That's it for now. Let's stop this, reset our database, bin/dev. It does work, but margin top is not working. Why is it not working? Nope, it is not working. But if I use P, will it work? No. Not sure why margin is not working, but maybe because of the tricks content. So what I can do is I can use this class tricks content. Let's get rid of these margin 2 and margin 2. Go to our CSS style sheet, this, it doesn't have anything, but okay, let's do this. It already defines CSS and styles for various other elements, but we'll go to our, we are using h4, right? Where is this heading for? Heading 4, right? So h4, how do we want this h4? We want margin top to be 8px. Let's try this. We should not have restarted our server. This looks good, but instead of 8, I'll just make it 12. Refresh, and it looks better. Why is it not working? It is working on guest policy, it is working on space also. So you see, it is looking better. Let's make it 16. Yeah, so it is looking better. So basically at this point, I think you might have understood that why we need rich text. Later on when we click on it, we will implement that. But for our simplicity purposes, we'll show initial lines only. And to control that, unfortunately, we will have to use dot to plain text, which means that if there is any rich text before this, it won't get shown accordingly. Truncate. We can make changes, other changes also. We can instead of using truncate, we can minimize, keep it restricted to fixed number of lines also. But that would be too much CSS, and I just want to focus on Rails. Refresh, and it looks good. At least it looks good to me. Okay. So that's it for this video. Yeah, I already crossed 18 minutes. So that's it for this video. I hope this is easy to understand. And this action text can help us setting up the text also. So whenever we create a blogging website, this action text is actually sort of a centerpiece that you can use to create an editor where you can bold, underline, add bullets, all those kind of things in the editor itself, and it will get saved in database and get rendered accordingly. So yeah, it's a nice thing to understand. That's all. Let's see what we'll do next, so that if you want to do it on your own, you can go ahead and start doing that. Let's go to one of these properties. We have these details, but I'm not thinking of implementing them right now. We have set this up. I'll skip this bedroom related thing right now. If you want to set this up, you can use create a separate table for bedrooms, set these basic details, and set an image also, similar to what we set for the property. Okay, this would be too much repetitive work, and it will end up taking 2 to 3 videos. I don't want to go in that. Amenities we will do, but later on, because this will be done in a bit different way. Not unique, but something that we haven't done in this code yet. And accessibility features, again, similar to bedroom, you can implement this if you want to. Calendar, later part, it's a front end part. So now we'll focus on the reviews part. So in next video, what I will do is I'll create design part of this and this section between these two border lines. Only the design part, not the actual values getting connected here. I'll just design it correctly. That's it for now. And yeah, thank you.